Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to this Saturday morning edition of Lions basketball. Today's matchup features your La Salette 8th grade team facing off against the Arthur Christian 8th grade basketball team. I'm joined today by my good friend Elijah Hall. Elijah, ready for some basketball?
Oh yeah, this is going to be an interesting game, especially since my little brother's playing, number 12, Joseph Hall, but it's going to be an interesting game.
Lions off to a rocky start, down 2 about 10 seconds into the game. James Agbaprone with a spin move, called for a travel. Lions struggling a little bit early, see if they can get that changed around. Last game of the 8th grade schedule. Right now, sitting at 2-10, looking to finish the season strong. They face
for three, no good.
good.
Offensive rebound, back to 35, drives into the paint. Wide open in the corner, no good. Rebounded by Hall.
And Joe Hall looking to have a good performance today, playing in front of his dad and his siblings.
It's close.
Ball bouncing around. Arthur Christian will come away with it. Long cross-court pass. Obviously, since it's an 8th grade game, both teams trying to focus on their fundamentals.
Trapped on the top of the wing. They're looking for the pass. It's up, no good.
Good ball
Rebounded
movement.
by Evan Whitehead.
Good ball movement by the Arthur Christian Conquering Riders, but weren't able to capitalize on an open layup. Patrick Mackin back to James Agbaprone. James Agbaprone down to Evan Whitehead. Back out to Patrick Mackin. Agbaprone into the paint. Hall turnaround. Blocked shot.
Open three, number 23 for Arthur, no good. Rebounded by Evan Whitehead, that's his second rebound.
Evan Whitehead jogging up the court. James Agbaprone out to Patrick Mackin. He'll turn the corner. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Zachary Mendoza. He'll go up with a good.
Offensive rebound and putback. That's what we like to see from big guys like Mendoza.
Corner. Three.
It's good.
Good. Arthur Christian jumping out to an early 5-2 lead. Scored early. Just hit a corner three. Down to Joe Hall. That'll slip through his hands.
It's out of bounds.
Arthur Christian coming down
the corner, wide open, drives it for the layup. No good. Ball's on the floor, and it is La Salette ball.
And it's kind of been a struggle for the 8th grade team all year. They're offensively, they're pretty good. They put points on the board.
Luke Zisson for Joseph Hall.
Although on defense, they seem to struggle a little bit. Let's see if they can get that turned around for today's game. Early game today. JV game will be at 12. Varsity game at 1 or 1:30. I'm not actually quite sure on that.
That's
one of the two. Just
Luke Ziss underneath, no good. Gets blocked by number 30. Underneath. Mendoza hammers the little kid running through the paint. It's better than getting a layup, though.
Arthur Christian definitely trying to get the ball into the post. Lions have read that.
Wide open underneath 35 and 1. That'll be Mendoza's second foul. It's still first quarter, 2:53. Not very good timing to have one of your best rebounders have a foul. And, oh, they called that. A bit late for the sub there. Joseph Hall comes in for Zachary Mendoza. They have to redo the free throw.
Line left. Shot is up. Good.
8-2, 250. Evan Whitehead coming forth, renewed vigor.
Picks
Almost
up his
travels.
dribble.
Stolen by the shortest man on the floor. Good quick hands there by him. Underneath, reverse layup. Offensive rebound because Salette doesn't box out. Whitehead tries to take a charge, but the ball just comes right into him. And there's a travel.
So Lions defense will stiffen. Force a turnover. Coming into the game for the Lions, looks like Blake Wall.
They're playing a man-to-man defense, Salette is. But it seems like they have a hard time trying to find their men on defense because they've had some really good open layups that they just missed. Arthur did. Screen loses. James in the move in the low, no good.
Second and 1.
Fouls on him.
Arthur Christian, number 35, took that to the hoop, was fouled, was able to get it in.
Foul on Luke Ziss. Coach Cahill calls a full timeout for La Salette.
So La Salette struggling a little bit early, down 8, 10-2, about 4 minutes into this first quarter. Their defense has given up some points on the entry to the post, and then trying to recover, they fouled and sent the player to the line. On offense, Lions not really able to get much going. Have tried to puncture the middle with varied success.
It just seems that they're not. It doesn't look like they're running any plays or anything. It looks like they have one play where the big guy will come up and screen the guy who's guarding James Agbat-Perone, because James is decently good at driving in and finishing, but the other team knows this and tries to keep two men on. They switch that screen really easily and get back on defense really good, making it hard for James to get into there and score. And also our big men aren't really catching the ball and they're kind of fumbling around. I think they're kind of nervous, it seems.
It is Parents Weekend. Everybody's parents are in attendance. Halls are here, along with the Whiteheads.
It does no good. Rebounded by Joseph Hall. Blake trying to find a way to help.
Evan Whitehead will pick up his dribble.
Agbat-Perone. Oh, it was a good look, but off 35's leg and blue ball. Well, I guess it wasn't off of 35's leg then. Evan Whitehead trying to catch up. Good help by Blake Wall. 3-pointers no good. Rebounded by James, who's on the fast break. Pulls it back. Looks to set up the offense. Joseph Hall, no look snipe, no good.
Joseph Hall playing tight defense.
Almost forced a turnover there. Gets back really fast. Number 30's open. Bit of a mix-up there, a bit of a fall down. Another offensive rebound. Without boxing out, La Salette has been really getting defensive rebounds. And lots of second chances, and the second chance three is no good. Third chance, or is this the fourth? 35 drives in, layup's no good. And it's out of bounds, it'll be Arthur ball.
This will be the fourth chance. So Lions defense hasn't given anything up on this possession, but unable to take the ball away.
Fakes the handoff, drives into the paint, and gets juggled around in there. Blake Wall and Luke Ziss bumping him around. I guess that's Ziss's second foul.
Arthur
Another
Christian.
inbound play. Might have been trying a three-pointer, no good. Luke Ziss can't get a hold of it. 35 grabs it and puts an offensive putback.
Arthur Christian up by 10 with about 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Evan Whitehead bringing the ball down the court.
Joe Hall to James. What a good look. But he loses the ball. Can't drive in. Evan Whitehead for three. It's good. Evan Whitehead. 100% from the three-point line. And Joseph Hall. No, there's no foul called. He calls a travel.
So Lions faithful starting to get loud.
James Egbat-Perone gets it up to Luke Ziss. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. James, shots up.
Lions unable to get a shot off before the end of the quarter, but a good end to the quarter.
Down by 7. And another 6 minutes on the clock.
So La Salette down 7 going into the second quarter. Elijah, what have you seen from the Lions that you would like to see more of, and what have you seen from the Lions that you would like to stop?
Well, definitely, I like the Lions' aggressiveness on the offensive end for the rebounding. They get in there definitely. They get in there really hard. Mendoza especially, but they've also been too aggressive, I think, and they've been fouling quite a bit. The wrong type of aggression. They need to keep their hands off more. But I think that they need to get Evan Whitehead more on the outside because we all know he can shoot. He's a really good shooter, and they definitely need to find the ball, get the ball into the post from the side on the wing, and not from like the top of the key where it could easily get picked off. Because if they get the ball in the post, we just need our postmen to work and get the ball off the glass. Because it's decent, same size, same heights on both these teams.
All right, both teams coming out onto the court. Blake Wall, Evan Whitehead, Joe Hall, Luke Ziss, and James Egbat-Perone.
Joseph Hall inbounding the ball. James Egbat-Perone pulls back, sets up the offense. Blake Wall ducks underneath the ball. And it's out of bounds.
Seemed to be a bit of confusion there.
Patrick Mackin coming in to replace Blake Wall. That's what 8th grade is for, ironing out the mistakes, 8th grade basketball. They also call it developmental basketball, which is same reason. Good deflection by Mackin, and an and one call. He was able to get that pass. Foul on Joseph Hall. I think that might be his 3rd.
So Lions in a bit of foul trouble early.
Joseph Hall gets the rebound for defense. Baseball pass up to Mackin. Down the floor, puts up the conversion. It's good. 7 points again.
Joseph Hall just gunned the ball down the court, gave it off to Patrick Mackin, and Patrick Mackin was able to take it all the way to the hoop to score.
Good deflection by James Egbat-Perone. They're definitely starting to pick up the defense now that they realize they've been letting too much little stuff into the paint.
Arthur Christian just reversing the ball around. And a travel. Good job of the Lions on that possession, not allowing anything inside. Forcing Arthur Christian to pass the ball around the court. Not get anything inside. James Egbat-Perone, Evan Whitehead, 3, good. Evan Whitehead's got 2 threes. Drops that one in, cuts Arthur Christian's lead to 4. Corner 3 from Arthur Christian. Off the backboard, no. Offensive rebound, no. Arthur Christian, no. James Egbat-Perone comes away with it. Running down the court. And gets it taken away from him.
He has to go to the senior lounge. Call the call out wants him. Call the call out wants him.
Arthur Christian will take time. Good series of plays by the Lions. Joining me right now is Salo Cruz. Hello, Salo. How we doing? Salo's mute today. All right, Lions. Definitely a big momentum change there. Forcing turnovers, and Evan Whitehead hits a 3. Lions now down 14-10. About 4 minutes left in the first half. Lions have played the Arthur Christian Conquering Riders before. Played them earlier in the season. Lost by about 6. Both teams have seen the other. They know more or less know their habits. And a foul on Patrick Mackin. Arthur Christian will inbound the ball. Cross court, 33, gives it off to 35. He'll dribble down to 3. Number 3 will give it off to 34. Arthur Christian just dribbling it around the arc, not really getting much inside. 34 gives it off to 14. And as he drives, he's fouled by James Agbaperon. Number 14 will shoot 2. First shot is up. It'll drop in. Arthur Christian now at 15. Second shot's up, no good. Ball bounces around. Didn't hit anything on the rim, so go to Lions ball. Evan Whitehead running the point. Long 3, bounces off the backboard, no. Luke Zisk got a hand on it, but it'll come away to the Arthur Christian Riders. 34 down the court, drives in, and we've got a travel. Good defense by the Lions. Whitehead gives it off to Agbaperon. His pass is going to get picked off. Arthur Christian will take it down the other way. Ball's on the floor. Ball will come out. 14, 3, no good. They'll get their rebound. Back out. Second 3, way off the mark. No. Joe Hall with the rebound. Gives it off to Evan Whitehead. Whitehead will drive, get his pass taken, or his dribble taken away. 34 down the court, throws it up. No, Lions have the ball. James Agbaperon back off to Evan Whitehead. Patrick Mackin. Got a travel. Patrick Mackin was able to take it all the way down, but took too many steps. It'll go to Arthur Christian, excuse me. Evan Whitehead, tightly guarding 34, now backs off to get back on defense. 34, 23. Cross-court pass. Luke Zisk got his hands on it. There's a tussle on the floor, and it's a jump ball. It'll be Arthur Christian ball. Zachary Mendoza is now checking into the game for the Lions. She got a rotating group of guests. First Elijah Hall, now Salo Cruz. Now joining me is Peter Agbaperone. How we doing, Peter?
Doing well today. You know,
All right.
8th grade has been fighting hard. You know,
Arthur
coming
Christian
back on defense too.
able to puncture the paint, and they've got two. It's 17-10. Conquering Riders on top. Evan Whitehead bringing the ball down the court. Off to Peter Agbaperone, your younger brother.
Yes, sir.
Bad pass gets picked off in the post. Joe Hall fighting for it. Jump shot, no good. James Agbaperone with the rebound. Evan Whitehead picks it up. Pass is going to get intercepted. Don't know who he was passing to. Maybe it was James Agbaperone. Shot gets thrown up.
Oh, and James is going down the court, crosses over. Oh, picks up his dribble.
Joe Hall with the ball. Gives it off Patrick Mackin. Into the post to Mendoza. He'll go up, but he'll get fouled. Good post entry by Joe Hall. Got the ball into Mendoza. He went up and was fouled. Mendoza trying to cut into this Arthur Christian lead. Down 7, about a minute 25 left in the half. First shot is good. 17-11.
Juan Mendoza helping that team with his free throws. Hopefully he'll bring it more in the game too.
Second shot rims off and no. James Agbaperone with the rebound. He'll go up with it and rolls in. La Salette now only down 4. A minute 10 left in the half. Arthur Christian just passing the ball around. Oh, inside. Ball gets tipped. Lions ball. Excellent defense by the Lions. Evan Whitehead bringing the ball down for a rejuvenated Lions team. Pass off to Patrick Mackin. Jump shot, no good. Number 34 will come away with it, pushing the ball down the court. Stops, 3 on the way, good. Off the dribble. Buried a 3. About 35 seconds left in the half. James Agbaperone tried to get it into the post. His pass got picked off by the Riders. Arthur Christian, wide open under the hoop, missed the layup. Mendoza gives it off to Agbaperone. 20 seconds left. Evan Whitehead. And a bad pass gets tipped off Patrick Mackin.
Man, turnovers are coming like crazy.
Lions committing turnovers left and right. Bad passes, some miscommunication on some of them. James Agbaperone blocks him from behind. He'll go off of Arthur Christian. Lions ball, 7 seconds left in the half.
The Lions make a play.
Arthur Christian bringing their defense up. Ball picked off. Throws up a shot off the rim. No, 30. Throws it up, good. 2 seconds left, and the shot won't count. So Arthur Christian was able to get something off. Going into halftime, La Salette down 9, 22-13. Stay tuned for the second half. That comes your way next.
Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is second half of the 8th grade basketball game. I'm your new host, Richard Jolly, joined by co-host Peter Akbap. Say hi.
What's good, everyone?
Halftime score of 13-22. Lions keeping pace.
Okay, what?
Anyways, the game's being stalled for a minute. Co-host might be switching out for Joseph Mackin or Peter, possibly someone else. Looks like the game is starting. Arthur Christian Riders will get the ball. 34's point guard. Pass it in for a layup. Easy score. Evan Whitehead brings up the ball. Shoots and scores. Patrick Mackin. 34 bringing up the ball. Shoots it for a three. Misses. Joseph Hall gets the ball. Evan Whitehead brings it up as point guard. The 8th graders are passing around the three-point line, trying to get the ball in. They get it in. Bounces off of one of the Riders' feet. And Evan Whitehead scores 2 points. Score is now 15-24. The Riders passing it in. 14. They lay up. And it is the Lions' ball. Passing it in. Evan Whitehead again. Bring up the ball. James that back spin and shoots. Misses. Mendoza getting the rebound. Fouling. Looks like it's a foul.
Zachary Mendoza going to the line to shoot one. La Salette's been able to cut into this Arthur Christian lead substantially going into halftime, down by 9. Now they're only down 5. Arthur Christian scored first. La Salette able to respond. Zachary Mendoza's second shot is no good. It'll head off the left side of the rim. Arthur Christian's ball. Arthur Christian trying to get the ball down the court. They do. 35 into the paint. 14 takes it into the lane. Nice move. Wasn't able to finish. Down on the floor is Mendoza. He'll give it off to Mackin, who gives it off to Agbat Perone. Whitehead now with the ball. Evan Whitehead setting up the offense, picks his dribble up at about half court, gives it off to Agbat Perone. Patrick Mackin fighting with the ball in his hands. Cross-court pass. Agbat Perone thought about a three, but no. Off to Patrick Mackin. Into Hall. Hall, turnaround jumper, no. Arthur Christian will come away with it, and a foul called. Foul called on Zachary Mendoza. So some good defense in this half from the Lions. And we have a Lion coming out. Luke Ziss will check in for Zachary Mendoza. Mendoza in a little bit of foul trouble. Picked up a few early. Now he's got another one.
Looks like the Lions are playing full court press. Not able to continue the play. They run back. 34 tries to go around backboard. No good. Evan Whitehead gets the ball. James Agbat passing it off to Evan. Evan takes it up as point guard. Passes in to Joseph Hall. Joseph Hall scores outside the paint. 2 points. Making the score 21-24, a 3-point gap. The Lions are definitely catching up. The Riders have only... James Agbat with the block. Looks like It was a foul. So far, the Riders have only been able to score 2 points. The Lions bring it up by 8. Shoots for 3, misses. 2 points go to the Riders, making 4 points scored in the second half. And it was also a foul. Number 35, shooting for 1. Joseph Hall and Luke Ziss going in for the rebound. The shot is good, bringing the score up to 5 more points in the second half. Evan Whitehead bringing in the ball. Point guard again. James and Patrick Mackin as wings. Oh, the ball. The pass misses and goes out of bounds. It is the Riders' ball. Number 35 bringing the ball. Full court press. Looks like the court press will end. Oh, layup by 34. Misses. Joseph Hall. It looks like it will be the Lions' ball.
Branston Hodell checking into the game for the Lions. He'll go in for Luke Ziss. So Lions playing some good defense this second half. Have also been able to put points on the board. James Agbat-Perrone stops Patrick Mackin's shot off the mark. 34 will come away with it. He'll bring it down the court. .28 pass cross court in the corner. Joe Hall pokes it away, but Arthur Christian able to recover. Nice move to get into the paint, but foul shot or free throw will not. Excuse me, layup will not go.
Number 35 bringing back the pass again. Pass it off to 14. 14 open 3. Misses. Rebounded. Misses again. James Abback receiving the ball. Evan. James Abback breakaway. And scores 2 points. Breaking the 6-point gap. Bring it down to 4. Almost went out of bounds there. Number 14 is able to bring it back in. Layup straight through the Lions defense. 41 gets the rebound and scores 2 points. Bring it back to a 6-point lead. Kind of going back and forth here between the Lions and the Riders. Joseph Hall gets the ball. Looks like it'll be a jump ball.
Arthur Christian with Lions with the.
Yes, Lions with possession. Patrick Mackin bring the ball in. Passing it to Joseph Hall. Shoots outside the paint. Misses. Rebounded by 34. Goes in. 14 goes behind the backboard. Goes to 41. James Abback misses the ball. Jump ball. It will be the Riders' ball. Number 34 bringing in the ball. There's 4 corners. Joseph Hall gets screened, and 35 makes 2 points inside the paint. Patrick Mackin getting the inbound. Joseph Hall to James. Evan thinks about the 3. James gets the ball. Passes to Patrick Mackin outside the circle. Evan nearing the half court. Brings it back in. Patrick Mackin recovers the ball. Joseph Hall bringing it around. Looks like the Lions are going around the circle, trying to find an opening. Hodal starts a screen for James. Shoots a 3, and that's the third quarter. The score 23-31. An 8-point gap, which compared to the halftime, slightly better score. Lions are able to keep up, but it looks like the Riders might be pulling away for the fourth quarter. The Riders don't look too tired, neither do the Lions. Looks like it'll still be a pretty active game. Later today, we'll be hosting the Bravium Cup. Sadly, I won't be announcing, but pretty sure the regular broadcasters, Liam Bentz and Seamus or Connor Hanlon, will be doing broadcasting. So, look forward to seeing them. First horn. Mendoza breaking out the Lions. Currently by myself broadcasting. Kind of talk to myself. But that's okay. Got you guys. James out back getting the inbound. Shoots from the paint. And no good. Number 34 bringing up his point guard. Patrick Mackin, defense. Inbounding for shot and paint. And it is good. 10-point gap. Mr. Cahill, coaching the 8th grade Lions, brings it in for a timeout. 30 seconds. Some of the Lions looking desperate. Probably about to try a new play. First horn. Joining me now will be my co-host, Will Reen, multitasking, doing both the laptop streaming and broadcasting, since our regular broadcaster left us. How are you doing, Will?
I'm doing great. How are you, Joey?
Doing great myself, enjoying this 8th grade basketball game. Quite a bit of action today. It's a travel for the Lions by Patrick Mackin.
Arthur Christian is really bringing in a lot of energy in this last quarter. They're
Definitely
trying
are.
to extend their lead so the Lions will not come back and beat them in the end.
Yep. Increasing that lead. It's the Lions ball. Joseph Hall inbounds the ball to Evan Whitehead. Point guard. The Lions make a bad pass. Riders get the ball. 34 running the offense. Passes it around the circle. Makes its way to the corner. It's a foul on 21, Mendoza.
It's really nice to have Zachary Mendoza and Joseph Hall out on the court. They're big and they can stop any drives from Arthur Christian.
Yeah, seems like they just have to practice setting the taking charges in time, but it looks like a good future for both of them soon.
Yeah, since the beginning of the season, they've really improved on their rebounding. They're boxing out.
Luke Ziss. It goes around the rim to the other side. No good. Number 24 gets the ball. It's a push by Patrick Mackin. Shout out to Mr. Uzzoli, who's been our only commentator so far. He's here for every game. You can always depend on him to cheer on the Lions.
Thank you, Mr. Gazzoli.
It'll be the Lions' ball after Riders foul.
The Lions have about 4.5 minutes to focus up and make as many shots as possible.
It's the fourth quarter, though. That equates to maybe about 2 or 3 points
Great
without
pass.
letting the Riders score any.
Great pass by James Agbaperone. He saw Luke Ziss in the paint. He was able to put it up for 2.
James with the
comes away.
breakaway. No good. Fumbling with the hands. Hits Blake on the back of the head.
Luke Ziss almost travels there, but he's able to hand it to James Agbaperone.
Evan nearing the half-court line.
The Lions have
Lions
great,
bring it into the paint.
great
good.
energy here.
Play stops. It's a kick. Lions ball. Blake Wall inbounding the ball. Blake Wall doesn't see too much action in these basketball games, but
Great shot by Luke Ziss again. In the paint, he's able to put up that rebound.
Blake Wall bringing in the defense. Shuffle feet. 35. Scores 2 points. Bringing it to a 8-point lead. Again, this gap has been going back and forth between 8, 10, 6 points. It's a pretty even game so far. Both teams finding their groove. Both being fairly athletic, not getting tired out. Gives us a great game. The Riders will call a full timeout. Quite opportune. Mr. Cahill needs to advise his Lions on better defense. Three minutes left in the quarter. An 8-point gap. Need to score 2 or 3 points every minute. Same as about the 4 minutes in this quarter. The Lions keeping up, meeting the necessary point numbers in order to catch up to the Riders and possibly win. But they have been letting the Riders score. So it'll be a close game, possibly. Unless the Lions can keep up their defense, not let the Riders score, and run their offense. James Atback shoots from the paint, misses. Luke Ziss steals the ball. Brings it in, hands it off to Evan. Evan shoots the 3, misses off the rim. James Agback steals the ball, shoots for a layup. It's getting closer and closer every minute, every second. Number
Great
34
aggression here by the Lions. It's amazing to see how well they're playing
number
against these
30
Riders.
scoring the 3. Lions will have to work ever harder. Now coming down to about 5 points per minute to try and score the ball. It's going to be a hard game, but the Lions have been coming back. James Agback with the foul. The ref talking to the Riders coach. Mr. Cahill calls a timeout.
James Akbaparan is exactly what the 8th graders need right now. He's got so much aggression. He's going for the ball, trying to get those steals. Unfortunately, as a consequence, he will be fouling. But as long as he does not foul out and he gets all those steals, then the Lions will be able to pull away with a couple of points. Easy layups.
Yes, that is the way with Rosestack Baps. Very aggressive, very good players, but unfortunately because they are involved in almost all of the action, they do foul a lot more than a typical player does. Riders inbounding the ball. 35 gets the inbound. Goes across the court. James Akbap sprints. Oh, gets blocked. 34 gets the ball. Mendoza blocking it. Evan. The Riders possibly just trying to take time off of the clock are passing around the circle. 34 shoots a 3. Mendoza gets the ball.
Blake
Lasers
Wall
it.
goes down for the layup. It is good.
7-point gap. It's looking better. But the Lions will still have to work harder. 14 gets the ball. Zis fouls. Strike on the arm. Subbing in for number 22 is 23. Lots of tall players for the Riders on the court. Possibly just wanting to get the ball more often. They put in more people who can rebound and take possession. Not needing to run plays. Oh, James Akbap gets the ball. Number 35 is fouled for a push.
And it is White's ball again. Now they really need to execute an offensive play to get 2 or 3 points on the board. 1 minute left in the quarter.
Travel from James Akbap. It's the Riders' ball. Number 34 not focused. Frustrated. He brings the ball in. 30. Shoots from the 15-foot and makes it. Putting another 2 points on the Riders' scoreboard. 31-40. Evans shoots for the 3. Misses. The Lions are much better this game than the first game they had this season against the Arthur Christian Riders. 30-second timeout called by the Riders. As I was saying, the Lions doing much better throughout the season, as is with most 8th grade teams, taking raw experience from all the different families and using that to cultivate basketball players. It's a hard process, resulting in not too many great 8th grade basketball seasons, but the amount of progress that a single typical 8th grade team makes from start to finish to the season is phenomenal. Part of this result is the amazing coaching staff in the Lions arsenal. James Akbap
10
getting
seconds
aggressive.
left.
Oh. 8 seconds left. 2 shots for the Riders. The Lions have reached their foul limit as a part of getting desperate. The Lions improving their score upon last time. Will make their record log books much better. Number 34 making his first out of 2 shots. Putting the score at 31-41, 10-point gap. Luke Ziss rebounds. 23. James back. Lane violation. Crossing the line. 34 gets to shoot again. Luke Ziss and Zachary Mendoza getting in for the rebound. The shot is good. 31-42, 11-point gap. James back. Bringing in the aggression. And misses the ball. 3 seconds left on the clock. Sadly, looks like a game lost to the Lions. And that is game, folks. Eighth graders lost 31-42 with an 11-point gap. This game has been very energetic, shown just how much the 8th grade Lions have improved throughout the year against the Riders. We hope that you will be joining us next time for our JV game today. Signing off is your host, Richard Jolly, and your co-host, Will Rain.